All right, welcome to this 2021 College Football Playoff semifinal at the Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One News Conference featuring the following Alabama student athletes. From left to right, tight end Miller Forristall, quarterback Mac Jones, offensive lineman Chris Owens, and wide receiver Devonta Smith. To ask a question of one or more of these student athletes, use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you are called on, please indicate which student athlete you are asking the question to and state your name and outlet. As a reminder, please do not be on multiple Zooms at a time if you are trying to ask a question. Our first question will be from Aaron Suttles. Aaron, go ahead.
Mac, the last few teams that you guys have played, they've dropped a lot of guys into coverage. They've sort of made you work it down the field. But we've also seen this offense be explosive in shootouts. Is there a comfortability for you in this offense that you can really play any style that the defense wants to play?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the basic adage of football is take what the defense gives you. And obviously we have the best offensive line, so we have plenty of time to take shots downfield and then plenty of time to hit the quick game stuff to our receivers, tight ends, and running backs. So really Sark just kind of dials it up, and we just make the plays for him.
All right, our next question will come from Tony Sukalis. Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, for Mac as well, just when they have so much possession of the ball, how do you guys as an offense, how are you able to stay so sharp when you're scoring fast and then you're off the field for so long?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a lot to clean up. I mean, we got to take advantage of every play and play each play by play. But, I mean, a team like that, that's what they kind of wanted to do is keep us off the field. And I think they probably did a good job. I haven't looked at how many drives we had or anything like that. But, you know, we got to take advantage of those third and longs that we had that we didn't convert. But that's on me. Just got to stick to my reads and find somebody to get the ball to.
All right, our next question will come from James Ludeman. James, go ahead.
Hang on, there we go. Hey, Devontae, I wanted to ask you, obviously winning the game MVP is a big deal. Just kind of tell us how you're feeling about getting that award and your performance tonight as a whole.
Well, my performance, I wouldn't be able to do it without my quarterback, the offensive line, running back, just the whole team. The defense getting me prepared for the game today. I wouldn't be able to do none of it without them.
All right, our next question will come from Nick Hamilton. Nick, go ahead.
Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. This question is for Devonta Smith. Devonta, you had a great game today. You set a few records as far as the Rose Bowl and the college football playoff. What goes through your mind after you hear all of your accomplishments that you're going through, especially in this special year that you've been having?
Just coming into practice every day, working hard. I truly believe that if you work hard, you're going to get the results that you want.
Our next question will come from AP Stedham. AP, go ahead.
Hey, this question is for Chris Owens and Miller Forristall. Chris, you were playing in your hometown. How did you feel you did today? And did you have an extra motivation playing in front of your hometown fans? And then Miller, did you like lining up outside to catch those passes?
Let me go.
I think the extra motivation came from having the opportunity to play in the playoffs. I mean, being home is great, but no matter where we play, it's my job to play as well as I can, which I feel like I can play better. And there's going to be things to clean up, but just getting the victory in the playoffs is hard enough. So appreciate that victory and move on to next week and get ready for it.
Yeah, I always appreciate catching a pass or two. So it was fun when they let me split out and play a little bit more receiver. A nice wrinkle in the offense. So whatever it is, just want to do my job.
Our next question will come from Christopher Walsh. Christopher, go ahead.
Yeah, Christopher Walsh from Bama Central. This is for all four of you. What was your reaction on Najee's hurdle?
We'll start with Miller and come down the table.
I don't know why I'm surprised every time he does it because I've been seeing it for 3 years, but it's still, you're just like, geez. I play with some really good players, and I'm thankful.
Yeah, I mean, like Miller said, he's been doing that for years. So at this point, it's just kind of what he does, and he makes plays, so that's what he does.
Just like they said, we expect it from him. He's athletic. He can get a lot of things done. So when he did it, my first thought was just go chase the ball, get ready for the next play because you know he's going to run for a long time.
That's what he do on the regular. So that's just something that we see normally.
Our next question will come from Jeff Spiegel. Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, a question for Mac and Devontae. And now that the game is over, Now you can think about what's going to happen Tuesday. What are your thoughts as you look to that ceremony, and how much does it mean to be a part of, and how much thought have you given or will you give to an acceptance speech in terms of writing it in the next few days?
That's a rat poison question. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we were really focused on this game, which I'm really proud of everybody just locking into this. And we've won a lot of games, and a lot of people are gonna get awards. So it's just part of the team effort. And then obviously the most important thing is not letting that be a distraction for our next game, because the next game is the most important game, and that's where we want to be. And we're finally here, and we got to score one more point than the other team. So that's kind of our goal.
Whatever happens, happens. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next game.
Our next question will come from Michael Casagrande. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, for Mac and Chris, this was the Rose Bowl, but it wasn't in the Rose Bowl. I mean, how interesting was that moment for you to play in a game called the Rose Bowl in Texas, and the post-game situation, celebration? What was that like? Just not having a huge crowd out there.
I mean, there hasn't been a huge crowd all season, so I mean, 2020, 2021 has been an interesting year. I mean, as long as we can play in the playoffs, have a game, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the venue is or what's the name of it or whatever it is. We just want to play.
Yeah, the only cool thing was, like, obviously our families got to come, so we're really grateful for that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, like Chris said, play ball 100 yards long, 53 and a third wide, and just do what we do.
That's right.
Our next question will come from Steve Moulton. Steve, go ahead.
Yes, Steve Moulton, WZZN. This is for Mac. And if I could just talk about the offense, and it's amazing that we're talking about 31 points being the lowest point total of the season. What were some of the struggles out there offensively?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of protected the lead a little bit, and obviously we have to do a better job of just playing the plays and not look at the scoreboard. But really that just starts with me, and stay aggressive and do what the offensive coordinator and Sark tells us to do. So really, just getting ready for the next game. We got to make improvements and find out what we did bad and find out what we did good and just grow off that.
Our next question will come from Stephen Smith. Stephen, go ahead.
Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. This one's for Chris Owens. So, Chris, you played a lot of football here, but since Landon's injury, what are the kind of things he has shared with you just since the injury to have you really locked in for this one?
I mean, me and Landon are really close. We talk all the time, so all season, whether I was playing tackle, backing him up at center, we always talk about different techniques and stuff. And one of the things he told me was just be myself. Make sure I'm getting everybody on the same page. And I think he helped me out a lot throughout this week, just looking at different things they did on defense and giving me some of the tips of what's helped him be successful.
Our next question will come from Mike Rodak. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, this is for both Mac and Devonta. I think typically the Heisman ceremony, you'd have your family there, and it would be a big celebration. Do you plan on having family in town for that, or is that too much of a distraction with the game coming up?
I don't know. You have to ask my family. I don't really know what they're doing. I know they're here right now, and they got to watch us, and a lot of players' families got to watch us tonight. So I was just happy that they were here, and then they're obviously going to be at our next game. So we're looking forward to that.
Just get in and get out. I'm not trying to have too many people around. Just trying to make it to the next game.
Our next question will come from Chris Daly. Chris, go ahead.
Mac, another dominant game for you. How much easier does it make playing football when you're with guys to the right and left of you and guys like Najee Harris?
Yeah, I mean, these guys up here did a great job playing today, and I've always said this, and they make me look a lot better than I am. I'm not very athletic. I just try and get the ball to the right people, and we have the best offense, in the country in our mind, but we have to prove that every week and every snap, so you can't base things off the past. We got to fix what we got to fix and move on.
Alrighty, thanks, guys. That's it for this post-game news conference.
Peace.
A transcript provided by ASAP Sports will be distributed via email and posted, along with photos, video, and audio files to CFP semifinal at Rose Bowl game section of the College Football Playoff Media Portal at